Hello. My first handcam today. Can you believe? I managed to wrangle together a handcam setup. It's not perfect. I do want to get a proper rig, but for now, it will do. I'm gonna preemptively apologize because the game mat that I'm using for my desk is a very old one. I treasure it dearly. It's lovely. Unfortunately, because it's old, it's quite tattered, and there's not really much I can do about it, so I'm just warning you now. It's, it looks messy, but I promise you it's not. I've tried to clear off my desk for this. Maintain the illusion that I am a domestic god. I'm not. I try to be. But I'm not. I'm excited though. I want to read some tarot. I'm in the mood for it. I've got the right energy for it. I don't know all the tarot cards off by heart, so I am going to be using a website as a guide. But I will do most of my interpreting spiritually. But I would be doing tarot readings for you guys. So if you want a tarot reading, I will read for you. So let's switch to the handcam part. Ah, hello. You can see me. You can see my hands. I have hands. See? I have hands. Blah, blah, blah. Ah. This is so weird. I also have the Yaoi Tarot. It's really reflective. That's scary. I'm gonna get my tarot cards out and then get rid of this case because it is really reflective. That's scary. Why isn't that coming out? Your nails are pretty. Thank you. I actually spoke to my neighbor today because she wants to get her nails done, and I kind of want to as well. Just because, like, you know, I got long nails, I might as well, you know, get them done. So I might be getting my nails done in a couple days, but yeah, thank you for the compliment. I don't really look after them as much as I think I should. Because I don't really know that much on how to, like, properly care for them. And they're all different lengths as well, because some of them break. Because I'll be, like, opening a package and one will break. But yeah. So if you want a tarot reading, I could do one for you. I could do detailed tarot readings with a rainbow spread, which is a spread that my neighbor invented, so you've probably never seen it before. You might see similar ones, but it's gonna be different because it's custom. And I can also do a classic 3-card spread, and I can do a 1-card vibe check as well. And you don't have to, like, spend channel points or gift subs to do it. That's fine. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Oh, apparently an ad is starting. Twitch, I just hit live. This is the one thing I don't like about Twitch. The moment you hit live, it's like, run an ad. No, I just went live. I apologize to anyone who has to deal with an ad, but I promise you, you won't miss any content, and it's only going to be a minute long. So, you know. I'm gonna take a drink. Little sippy. A little sippy. You can see trash. A little bit trash. I'll put that in my bin. I missed. I'll pick it up later. There we go. I should have, like, properly cleared my desk, but it was so spontaneous. I was like, I'm doing a handcam today. So really not planned, but here we go. While we wait, I think... Look who is here. Avi. Hello, Avi. How you doing, darling? I can do some readings for you if you want. Apologies for the ad. Apologies. Oh, dropped it. Dropped it. So this is the Yaoi deck. Isn't that fun? I checked through the entire deck. There is no nudity. There's no, like, genital nudity or of any kind. So I did check. So it should be fine. I don't think it's against TOS. Not at all. It's just art. And that's allowed. I mean dick, I mean dick. There is no dick in this deck. The only dick in this room is attached to me, so... Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Apologies, we have to keep the lights on in the palace. So yeah. Is there anyone who would like a reading? I could do a quick reading for myself. I don't like reading for myself, but I will. You want one? You want a reading? Do you want a rainbow spread, a 3-card spread, or a single card vibe check? What do you want? Ooh. Cards went out of control for a second there. I'm not used to big cards. These cards are a lot bigger than the ones I used to have. My Kawaii deck, which I have right here. I have the Kawaii Tarot. I won't read with these on stream because this was my first deck and I'm very attached to them because I've had them for 10 years. But the size difference between... Oh my god, stay still, guys. They're so excited, apparently. But, like, the size difference between the cards is drastic. And so my hands aren't quite used to it because I'm a little dude. I'm only 5'1". I got little hands. I wish that was the case for my feet, but no. I got clown feet. My feet are so big compared to the rest of my body. It's insane. Abby, you are speaking in fucking pirate code. What do you... Edit your fucking messages so I understand what you're saying. Felt MT yo bro. Do you have a stroke? What's going on? Me too. It's 5 a.m. Skill issue. Leave me alone. You walked into my fucking house and said leave me alone. I fucking love you, Abby. I fucking love you. I just know you're gonna be bitching in the group chat, like, he bullied me on his stream. I love you too, Joy. Thank you. You're the fucking best. Typos, everybody's annoyance, every writer constantly. Yeah. Usually typos don't bother me unless I genuinely can't figure out what they're trying to say. The gayest rainbow spread? You want a rainbow spread? Okay. Alright. I'll start manifesting for you so I can pull some cards. Okay? I'm gonna do a rainbow spread for Avi, which... This spread is a custom spread that my next door neighbor invented. Because she does tarot too. And tomorrow I'm gonna be going... I'm gonna go out, buy some Prosecco, and I'm gonna hang out with my next door neighbor. We're gonna do some tarot, and we're gonna watch K-pop Demon Hunters, because I'm gonna set up her Netflix for her on her smart TV. So that's nice. We're gonna use my Yaoi Tarot as well, so that's gonna be fun. God, these cards. They're really excited today. They're moving around a lot, and I don't know what's going on because they don't normally do this. Because I practiced with them a few times. So rainbow spread for Avi. Okay. I'm gonna have to move my keyboard. You can see the stains from like years of use. It's fine. Like it's actually. Good morning, Liv. We're doing a spread for Avi. So Avi, rainbow spread is. This is you. This is the issue. Okay. Distant past. Past. Recent past. Present. Ooh. Future, or near future, I should say. Future, far future, outcome, and then the bottom of the deck, which I will put just here. Need to make room for this spread, don't I? I think I can squeeze it in if I move my mic a little bit, and then we're gonna spread it out a bit more. Lots of, yeah, there's lots of reversed cards. This happens with Avi. I've read for Avi before, and for some reason, Avi gets so many reversed cards. Although from what I can see, we've got some good cards for the future. Good cards for the future, so that's nice. So, first of all, the card that represents you is the King of Cups, which is Bum from Killing Stalking. I'll show you the art as well. As we go through, I'll show off the art, but that's Bum from Killing Stalking. So, the King of Cups upright is a pretty good card, actually. You seem to be in a pretty good place right now. Disclaimer, I don't know all the cards off by heart. I'm using a website to guide me. So don't shoot me for that, okay? So, you've balanced your emotions. You're able to control them now. You have a deeper knowledge of yourself. You've done some introspection, basically. I feel like, Avi, you have grown a little bit. You know? I think you would agree with that. You've taken some time. You've collected yourself. You're in a little bit of a better place. You figured out more about who you are as a person. And I think that's really good. The King of Cups is also kind of a reminder to not fly off the handle, go into a rage, you know, lose control of yourself, let your emotions run you, you know, don't do that. The King of Cups is your reminder for that. The King of Cups is all about balance, awareness, emotional control, introspection, crash outs. Basically, the King of Cups is a reminder not to go into crash out mode. You are in a place where you can actually control those crash outs. You're in a much better state of mind. And that's true, because honest to God, I have not seen any crash outs from you in the group chat recently. So I think that's a fair evaluation. So I think the King of Cups is a really good sign. We have the Knight of Wands reversed as your issue. Which is very interesting. This Wands, yeah. So, Knight of Wands, reversed. I don't know this card. It indicates frustrations and delays. Bro clocks my crash outs. So I do clock your crash outs. Mainly because they're entertaining, and secondly because most of the time your crash outs are very trivial because you overthink. You're an overthinker, and you also catastrophize. So if one thing happens, what you do is you think of the worst possible scenario that could go wrong. I'm exposing Avi so much right now, but like, she's my home girl. I love her so much. Like, we're tight. So I know that she doesn't mind because I love her to pieces. But for real, you haven't had that many crash outs. So the King of Cups, that's real. Yeah, like, that's a really good representation of you. So the Knight of Wands is your issue, your like underlying issue, right? A win is a win. Yeah, a win is a win. You're so right. So the underlying issue is frustrations, delays. You may feel angry that you're not getting anywhere. It can also mean a loss of power. And I know that there's some things going on in your personal life that I won't go into detail with, but you may feel a bit powerless, a bit stagnant, because you're kind of stuck in a certain living situation that you're not comfortable with and you can't really do much about it. You might be trying to compensate for something that you don't have control over. You might have a lot of pessimism and low self-esteem because of that. So this is the issue. That's the issue. You know, your powerlessness, your stagnant situation, and it's frustrating you. And it feels like the goal that you have is very delayed because you can't get out of that situation. So the issue is the Knight of Wands. I'll show you the art for it. Isn't it cool? Everyone's going to be like, okay, time to play the game of can we recognize which character this card is from? Like, yummy. Yeah, so we have the Page of Wands as your distant past. Let's get it up. There we go. And it's reversed, so I'll skip to the reverse meaning. I'll also show you the art. Page of Wands. I do love these cards. They're very high quality as well, so I do recommend them. The Page of Wands, it emphasizes the more negative character's traits of the upright version. Okay, so this is the reversed. They are really pretty cards. I do love them so much. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So, the Page of Wands reversed. In your distant past, you must have had some situation where you were having these fantastic ideas, one after the other, but you couldn't progress them beyond the planning stage. You couldn't actually put them into action. So you had these great ideas, these great plans, hobbies, things that you wanted to do, and you could plan it out, but you could never actually enact it and make it happen. It's kind of telling me that during this time you just didn't go anywhere, but you wanted to, and you had plans to go somewhere or do something or enact something, but you just couldn't. You were stuck. The card meaning at its core is painful, and it tells you you should venture into other meaningful projects to avoid wasting time. But it's your distant past. You're not there anymore. We hope. We'll see. Because the next one is a major arcana. It is the World. We love major arcana. Major arcana usually indicates that you have a very powerful reading. Major arcana generally is just more powerful. The World. And it is reversed, which is not great, but I will show you. Excited to be clocked? What the fuck? I'll show you the art for the World. Isn't it pretty? I do love these. You haven't seen this one? I've done a few readings for Avi before, and Avi has a habit of having a lot of reversed cards. So you've seen a lot of these cards before. It's a cute card though, right? Yeah. So stamina potion. So you're drawing near to something that marks the end of a journey or an era. So around this time, this is your distant past, this is your past, and this is your recent past. This past event, you were coming to the end of something that was very meaningful to you. But there's a strange emptiness at the same time. Like you came to the end of some project or something or an event in your life. You feel very empty from it. Even though you might have had accomplishments, you might have felt really good about the things you did, there was something missing. There was something that was nagging you in the back of your mind. It was almost as if you did the jigsaw puzzle, but there was like one piece missing, and so you felt very unfulfilled, even though you had, you know, so many achievements. You did all the rest of the puzzle except for one piece. Do you feel connected to others? Do you feel connected to what you're doing? What is alienating you from feeling complete, from feeling whole? It's a card that invokes questions. You need to ask yourself, what do you need? What is bothering you? You know? What is the one thing that will help you feel whole? Obviously, this is your past. You might have achieved that. We will see as we read through the spread. The next is the Ace of Swords, which is a very... Swords are very aggressive cards. Oh boy. Ace. I worked through this one. I know exactly what it I'm glad you know what it is. And I'm glad you worked through it too. That's really good. Okay, right. This card, I'm looking at the description and it fits you to a fucking T. Avi, we found the card that represents you. It's the Ace of Swords reversed. This might mean that your thoughts are confused, unsure, and very chaotic. This isn't a good time for someone to make decisions because they don't have clarity on what they should be doing, meaning the chances of failure are pretty high. Funnily enough, I've said this to you before, but this card is telling you to take baby steps, to go one small step at a time and slowly move towards your goals. Think rationally, take a breather, you know, really work through every option. I've said this to you before because we've had this in a reading before. Not this specific card, but we have definitely had readings like this before. Avi is very much a spontaneous person. You do kind of rush into things without thinking things through. And because of that, you fall victim to your own haste. And my cards have read you for filth on this multiple times. You're being clocked once again. It's the ADHD, I know, but my goodness, you really have to take a moment and breathe. It's cute though. It's something that I really love about you. It's like, well, I'll be talking to you and you'll be like, I just got in my car. And I'm like, why are you in your car? And you're like, I wanted donuts. Just out of nowhere. So funny. Oh god, yeah. It's just who you are. Just moving some things around because I don't have that much space because all the tarots here. Let's talk about your present. Oh, I'll also show you the art. I just realized I didn't show you. Look at the art. We got a little love triangle moment on that. How cute. So the next one we have. Cards glossy? Yeah, they are glossy. They're very high quality, and I do love them. The Nine of Swords again. The nine. I will say the Swords cards personally. I feel always very like, huh, you know, when they appear. I get very nervous around the Swords cards because they are very aggressive cards. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is your present. You may find yourself being terrorized by nightmares, anxiety, stress, a little bit of trauma from your past is bubbling up. You find the grief of unresolved issues overwhelming. You like swords because your life is swords. Let's be fucking real. It's the same reason why I like pentacles, because every single time I pull for myself, there's pentacles. Pentacles is my suit. It's just the one that always pops up for me. I am a pentacles guy. You are a fucking swords girl, because your life is chaos. So, you've been terrorized by nightmares, anxiety, stress, you've got some unresolved trauma bubbling up. But it is important to recognize that with this card, even though it is a very sad card and it's a very overwhelming card, it is important to recognize that there is hope. Because you have a desire to leave the nightmares. You have a desire to get through the trauma. You have a desire to work through the stress and to manage it. That hope is really important and it is tangible. You can grab it. You have to put in the effort. That's the thing. The suffering will not cease until you put in that effort, you know? You have to do a little bit of work. You've got to pull your boots up and you've got to lock in. You have to drag yourself towards that release. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. But just as you have a way out, you must understand you could still fall deeper into despair if you're not careful. So you got to push forward. You got to find your way out, because if you don't, you will sink deeper. So this is almost a warning card. It's like, hey, you're going through it right now, but you have to push through because otherwise it's going to get worse. So I think this card is very relevant to you right now. And if you want, we can talk about it off stream in Discord later. And I'll help you through it. I'll give you a little bit more guidance and we'll maybe explore it a little bit deeper, a little bit more personally. But yeah, that card's very important. I'll show you the art of it as well. Yeah. So this is the art of it. Isn't it lovely? I love it. It's very pretty. So the next card is Wands. Wands are nice. I like wands. Mainly because they're not swords. So we have the 3. It is reversed, but it's not as bad as swords. So this is your near future, and this card indicates that you've been, moving forwards and working on personal journeys, developments, projects, that kind of thing. But you've not received the achievements. You've not quite made it. You've not got that success, and you've not overcome that thing that you're working on. Despite this, it's important to remember that this card is a reminder that it's not all for nothing. It's about, even though you've had those failures and you've not quite made it, it's about working on your personal strength and your fortitude, and working through that kind of project stamina and making sure that you keep working hard and you keep pushing through it. it's a card that reminds you to keep going, no matter what, you know? So remember that. That's important. That's your near future. And remember, the future's not set in stone. You can absolutely, with this knowledge, plan and adapt for the future, okay? So yeah, I should probably show you the card as well. Take it with a pinch of salt, but remember, you can absolutely do something about it. Isn't that nice? So the next card is my favorite card. A lot of people don't know. There's a siren. Okay. The next card is actually one of my favorite cards, like, of all time. Wee woo, yep. You got the Nine of Cups. Upright. This is my favorite card. I got this during a really important reading, and it just is everything to me. I love this card with all my heart, and it's such a good card to get for a future reading, you know? I'm also a little bit hungry, my stomach's grumbling, but we'll ignore it, it's fine. This card, after a long journey, it symbolizes self-satisfaction, self-realization, accomplishment. The emotional journey is coming to a close after volatile ups and downs. You've struggled to find purpose and joy after loss. You've tasted the different things life offers. You've left comfort in order to find greater heights. You've found them. You're indulging. You're celebrating. This is a new stage of your life. This is a great fucking card to get. I'm so happy we pulled this for you, Abby, because this is what you deserve. You deserve this celebration. You deserve the accomplishment. You deserve the happiness. This is really good. I'm really glad you got it. I'm happy for you, Abby. I am. It's also technically seen as a wish card, by the way. So, you can wish for the things that you want. And if you get this in a future reading, there's a chance that it will indeed happen. So yeah, those are really good. I'm happy for you. I'll show you the card art as well. Isn't it great? You know what I should do? I should get the Etsy link for the I should get the Etsy link for the Yaoi Tarot that I got, so that other people can obviously buy it. So let me let me get the link. And I'll paste it in chat. There we go. There we go. And then people can... There we go. People can get their own deck, the Yaoi Tarot deck, if they want to. So yeah, I just quickly did that. So, the next card is your distant future. Your wish is coming true. Yeah! The distant future. This is going to be interesting. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is my deck. Me love Pentacles. So, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Let's see. Upright, which is good, by the way. It relates to investment and effort. Also, the Seven of Pentacles indicates the end of financial or material hardship. So any kind of like financial or material hardship that you've been through, this signifies the end. So it's very far in the future, which means you're going to have to struggle along the way, which was indicated by the Three of Wands. And then you overcome it here with the Nine of Cups. And then this is the end of all of that hardship. Yay! That's really good. So, if you're looking to invest anything, and in my opinion, investment isn't just financial. I think investment includes emotional investment, physical investment, any kind of investment that you can make that isn't just financial material, I think applies to Pentacle cards. Because I think time is money. You know, it's just as important. So, your efforts and investments are going to pay off, and they're going to pay off in the future. You are ready to put in a lot of effort, time, and work into whatever you want to achieve. It reaffirms your long-term vision. It helps show that you're not confined to seeing results in the short term only. And it also reminds you of the value of your investment that you're willing to put in. But it is also related to fear of failure. You don't know whether you're going to reap what you sow from your hard work. It could signify frustration when there's delay, which we've seen that before in your frustration with delay. But it doesn't bear any fruit right now, which we saw with the Three of Wands. We've seen that again. There is a running theme where there's like delays and frustration and a little bit of a fear of failure and not seeing the results of your hard work, you know. But remember that these cards have been telling you to trust the process, lock in, and keep working hard. And you will see your Nine of Cups celebration. You will see that fruition. So, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I'll also show you this card. It's a very pretty card. Seven of Pentacles. There you go. Yay. That's a really good card to have. Should we look at your outcome? So the outcome of everything is the Ten of Wands reversed, which scares the shit out of me. Oh dear. It just scares the shit out of me because it is a very big, like, Wands card, and it's reversed, which is very... Ugh. But I think you'll be fine. I think we'll find a good kind of outcome regardless. Oh boy. When the Ten of Wands card is reversed, it indicates you're truly burdened by circumstances which are not necessary in your life. Look around, see what's bothering you that will not positively impact yourself, even if you rectify it. Drop them all and be free. That can think soberly, do things accurately. Anything that does not add value in your life is not worth your time. Let it go. So this outcome is telling you that you are being overburdened. You need to just let some shit go and not think about shit that doesn't affect you. You know what I mean? Like, unnecessary things that just don't need to be there, that are just bothering you so much. Let it fucking go. Je suis arrivé. Welcome. Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, Coco. Je t'aime, Coco. Hello, hello. Salut, salut. I'm in my Zane era. I got Elsa. Yeah, for real. You gotta let it go. You really gotta let it go. So this card, while being quite bad because it explains like your burdens, it's a good card to get because it's telling you, let that shit go. Let it go. You don't need it. You need to focus on your celebrations and your achievements. Let it go. Don't let it stick to you. We also got the bottom of the deck. I used the bottom of the deck for this spread to give me a kind of Ah, bien. Tout est bien. Okay, the bottom of the deck I use as a kind of overall very vague and subtle underlying issue. So this is the main issue, but I use this as an underlying issue. So it's the Two of Wands. So we're in the Wands deck again, but it's upright, which is very nice. I like that. So the Two of Wands is a more mature version of the Ace of Wands. It's all about planning, moving forward, progression, which is an underlying issue of all of these cards. Mindful demure, exactly, yes. Avi, you're a person who really struggles with planning. You're a very spontaneous person. Planning, moving forward, progression is something that you do struggle with. I'm saying this as a friend who loves you very dearly. This card is the underlying issue that follows you throughout everything. Your inability to plan. This card is telling you that you need to turn your ideas into realistic plans, because the plans will give you fulfillment and your progress, and you will achieve what you set out to do. KO right there. Yeah, that was, I attacked your life points directly with that one. Sorry. So yeah, this underlying issue is telling you you've got to take your time, and you've got to breathe, and you've got to plan things out realistically, because then you'll get that like dopamine rush when they actually fulfill and when you're able to complete those tasks. So yeah, I will also show you the art of this card. It is, funnily enough, that's Johan from Love So Pure, which is my favorite manhwa. And you know me, I love Catboys. Hey, yeah. So that was your spread. You can take a screenshot of it if you want. Yeah. I'll also cover this slightly so you don't get the shine. There we go. Cover my ring light. You can take a screenshot. You can do it on the VOD as well. There you go. So, that was your rainbow spread, Avi. I hope it gave you a little bit of enlightenment. You can go next, yeah. You can choose what kind of spread you want. You can have a 1-card vibe check. You can have a 3-card vague spread. Or you can have a rainbow spread, which is very, very detailed. So it's up to you. But the detailed ones go into a lot of detail and might uncover a little bit trauma. They might be a little bit too detailed, if you know what I mean. I read Avi to filth because, like, if you want the gay, just prepare to get clogged. Yeah, for real. Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100% book nerd. You can, first of all, you can call Liv 100%. And you can also have a reading. Absolutely. That's what this stream is all about. This stream is about giving readings. I'm doing them for free. You don't have to give me bits or anything. We're just hanging out. You don't have to sub or anything. I might do tarot readings in the future where you have to either like sub or give like maybe 100 bits or something. But yeah, absolutely. You want rainbow. Okay. Alright, I'll start manifesting the gay rainbow spread for you. How about that? Okay. Oh, we got a jumper. I'll put that aside. Good luck, soldier. Yeah. It's going to be detailed. I'm just warning you, Liv. It's going to be very detailed. It might touch on some things that upset you or make you emotional. I'm just warning you of that, okay? Because my cards will absolutely call you out. Bring it. Okay, okay. You asked for it. It's gonna get personal. I'm ready. No, you're not. Shut up. You're so not ready. Okay. Right. This is you. This is the underlying issue. Distant past, past, recent past, present, near future, future, distant future, outcome, bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm gonna just readjust them and move them a little bit. There we go. I'm just moving them a bit so we can see them a bit better. I'm gonna move the bottom of the deck here as well. And we also got a jumper, so I'm gonna pop this just here. Interesting. So we got some major arcana as well. A lot of major arcana, I might say. Interesting. Yeah, you got uprights. You got a lot of uprights. So, your identity card, this is who you are, is Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, which we saw. We've seen the Knight of Pentacles. Have we? Have we seen the Knight of Pentacles? We had the Knight of something, don't we? I love the Pentacles deck. I think the Pentacles deck is great. I really enjoy it. It's my favorite suit. And it's upright. So, this is who you are as a person. This is meant to represent you right now. This is all about daily tasks, responsibility you have to gain through a certain project or something. It's about having patience to accomplish given duties. It's about being considered... It is a banger song, yeah. It's about being considered reliable, committed to work. It's an indication that there's a need to be trustworthy and reliable. You're fully committed to assignments. You make sure you complete your work efficiently. You're loyal and you do the best you can to make sure the job is properly completed. Your sense of duty is admirable, but beware that it doesn't turn into perfectionism. So this card is about you being a very reliable, trustworthy person. You're working hard, but be careful that your dedication and your commitment to work doesn't turn into perfectionism. So there's a little warning for you. So, the Ace of Cups. Who are they? We love cups. Cups are fun. I like cups. I don't like cups as much as I like pentacles, but cups are fun. The Ace of Cups is the underlying issue that you have. It's telling you not to send me... Exactly. Coco gets him. Cups can hurt. Sometimes. It depends on what cups you're drawing, you know? The Ace of Cups says it's time to let loose of whatever emotional baggage you have and start living your life to the fullest. Like with the other aces, there's a new beginning that is indicated here. A chance to start fresh. It might come in the form of opening yourself up to the possibilities of new relationships, romantic or otherwise, you know, that have the ability to make you feel emotionally fulfilled. Interesting. The Ace of Cups may come to a reading after a long period of being lonely, or you've endured something that deeply hurt you emotionally, and its appearance may be there to herald the turning of a new leaf. So you've been lonely recently, or you've been going through something that hurt you. You're hurt, basically. You're going through it. This is like your opportunity to let go of emotional baggage, start fresh, start new, and enjoy yourself and make friends and connect with people. That's what this is. I'll also show you the art. Did I show you the art of the Knight of Pentacles? I don't think I did. But this is Jinx. For those of you who know about the manhwa Jinx, This is it. This is Jinx. There you go. And I'll also show you the Ace of Cups. This is full volume. I love this manhwa. I highly recommend it. Full volume is so good. I really enjoyed full volume. It is shiny. It's very shiny. The pack case was so shiny I was actually worried about reflections. They're very clean, they're very shiny. So now that we've talked about your identity, and we've also talked about the underlying issue of you being lonely and needing to start new and connect with people, let's talk about your past. Again, warning you, this might get real. This is Major Arcana. We have a lot of Major Arcana. We have the Empress. So the Empress is your distant past. It shows up when you're deeply embedded in your femininity. It can be associated with expression, creativity, nurturing, among many other aspects. It calls you to connect with beauty and bring happiness into your life. It tells you to take the time to understand yourself and get in touch with your sensuality so you can attract life circumstances that bring happiness and joy. It's a signal to be kind to yourself, to take care of yourself. It's a strong indication of motherhood as well. You can look to other cards to confirm this, whether it's like just your mum, or whether it's a mother figure, or whether it's yourself in a motherly context. The Empress card could be the birth of a new idea, a business project in your life. Owing the good fortune that surrounds this card, you can be sure that such situations and projects would end successfully in your life. You can discover and bring forth those ideas that have been clinging to you and make sure you devote yourself to accomplishing them. It's a card that means those things might be successful if they're well taken care of. The Empress is the archetype of the Mother Earth and encourages you to spend time interacting with nature, the mother of all of us. So, it's a very interesting card to get because it's not a bad card at all. It's a really good card. It means that you've got strong motherly connections, whether it be with yourself or an actual mother figure in your life. Yeah, that's really important. Make sure you connect with nature. It's always important to connect with nature. Take your shoes off and stand in some grass, barefoot. Do it. I don't care if people are staring at you. Do it. But yeah. That's a very interesting card. I will also show you the card art. So you can see it. There we go. Got a lot of mums, and I touch grass. I got it. Then you've overcome this distant past, which is really good. Let's go on to the next card, which is Temperance. I'll show you the card art for it as well. Focus. There we go. It's Temperance. Another Major Arcana. I do not know this card very well because I rarely pull it. It's a very rare pull for me. Let's see. In moments where there is anxiety or great stress, you have been able to remain calm throughout. You're a person who has mastered the art of not letting things get to you. This allows you to achieve much progress in all areas you seek to explore. The Temperance Tarot card suggests moderation and balance, coupled with a lot of patience. Now, Liv, I know you very well. This card, I think, is interpreting you, your past, in a slightly different way from this description. I think the temperance that you have found is not you coming to terms with the way that, with the way that you feel. I think it's you bottling up things. So it looks like you have things under control. It looks like you've got shit sorted. It looks like you have temperance. But the reality is, I think it's actually a mask of temperance, and you are bottling everything up inside, and you are unable to actually process it and work through it. So I think that this card, which is your past, is a mask of temperance. I don't think it's true temperance. I think it is a false temperance. And I'm sorry that I had to call you out like that, but I'm your friend. I know you. I've known you for a while. You can try and correct me. Ding, 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 we have a winner. You're very right. Yeah. I know my friends. I am very good at reading people. It's one of my many talents. Reading people is something I'm very good at. There's a reason why people say I'm the therapist friend. Because I will break down everything about you psychologically because I want to help you. I want you to be good and be happy. KO, rip live. Yeah, for real. So let's talk about your recent past, which is death. Reading is fundamental. We have the death card, which is Osangu from Killing Stalking, of course. He's got his black wings, which don't show up very well, but you can kind of see them. There we go. So the death card is not a bad card. I want to make something very clear. I know the death card well. I've pulled it a few times. Death means the end of something, and then the birth of something new. It represents new opportunities, new beginnings. Like, death could signify the end of a job. Like, you could be leaving a job, and the opportunity arises for you to go into a new job. It is the end of something and the beginning of something. That's death. Death is not a bad card at all. It is new beginnings. It is fresh start. It is a very good card to get. When people get death, they always panic, but honestly, it's a very, very good card to get. Should have put him as the devil. The bro got them chains on deck. I feel like Osangu is too mentally unstable to be the devil, because he is just traumatized. He is a baby. I also love him very much. He's been through it. He is death. It makes sense. Like, he is very much the end of something and the beginning of something new. If you've read Killing Stalking, that card makes sense for him. Because he's not just a serial killer. He is also a very hurt individual. A very hurt man. He's doing his best. And unfortunately, his best is killing people. And also just manipulating and hurting bum. Overly complex mother. Yeah, he is. It's one of the reasons why I love Killing Stalking. Because the characters are very complex. They're very deep. They have a lot of issues. They feel like they could exist in the world. Even though they're crazy, they're batshit insane, it feels believable within our realm of possibility. They feel like real people, you know? So yeah. Anyway, tangent about Sangu aside, we can talk about death. I've already explained it's like the end of something and then the beginning of something new. It's a misunderstood card, in my opinion. A lot of people will see it and they'll think it's bad. It's not bad. It's a good card to get. It has a lot of power. It's a very powerful card. It means that a major phase in your life is ending and a new one is going to start. So you need to close a door in order for a new one to open. The past needs to be placed behind you so you can focus your energy on what's ahead of you. It means you're going to go through a major change, transition, or transformation. I think I know what it is for you, Liv. If I think about like things that you've gone through that you've told me about, and this is your recent past, I think it might be when you moved house. I think that's what this is. Because you did move house recently. So I think that's what that was. So yeah. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Because you will probably have a better feel for what each card signifies, because obviously you know yourself way better than I do. I'm guessing that it might be when you moved house. Because that was a very big transition for you. Thought it was when I dropped out of college, but that wasn't a good thing, so I don't know. Here's the thing. It's your distant. Your distant past is here. This is your past. This is your recent past. So if you know what Temperance was, and if you know what the Empress was, that can give you a rough idea of the timeline of what your recent past was. So something recent that was kind of a transition through to something else. So anything that was a major change or transition or transformation that is recent. I don't think you dropping out of college was recent. Because the entire time I've known you, you've not been in college. Or you were and I just didn't know about it. It do be like that. Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, I think it was when you moved your house. Because that was really recent. I just need to put the can in the bin. I mean the stamina potion in the bin. Don't mind me. Ugh, shaky camera. There we go. I didn't want to throw it because I knew it would miss. Shaky camera, shaky camera. Blame the rig, blame the rig. Do you want the stamina potion opening ASMR? Would you like that, everyone? Some free ASMR for you? Would you like it? Someone just beat their horn. That's crazy. Yes, please. Okay, here we go. There you go. Cheers. If anyone's drinking stamina potion, join me. Chin chin. Alright. So, we talked about your recent past with probably moving house was probably the one. Let's talk about your present. What's going on with you right now? We got the Seven of Cups, which is a great card. Congratulations on getting that card. It's a very good one. The Seven of Cups. It's important because it tells you that you have clarity, right? So you can see the details and depth of your own imagination very well. But not only in your fantasies and dreams, but also in the real world. You're seeing things clearer. You're taking time to like step back and really look at things and analyze things in more detail. You are you have an opportunity to be more alert of the choices that you make and avoid wishful thinking. This card tells me that you're a bit of a dreamer. You're excited, but also afraid of the things that you see in your subconscious. It's also a reminder that it's good to have dreams and wishes. And it's even better to take action to achieve said dreams and wishes. You will need to stop fantasizing, though, and kind of face a reality. You can make your dreams a reality, but you do have to rationalize them and ground them, you know? Break them down. That's what this card is telling you. Also, sorry about the ad break, everyone. I apologize. It's necessary. You know, if you want to keep this ring light on, unfortunately, the ads are necessary. Why the fuck is this accurate? It's the heart of the cards. What can I say? It's the heart of the cards. I've seen people come into tarot readings and they're like, this is bullshit. And I've done a reading for them and they've gone, what the fuck? That everything you said was true. And I'm like, oh. I'm not the one making this shit up. This is the cards. I'm just reading them. You know what I mean? Yaoi cards? What? Yeah, I have Yaoi cards. It's the Yaoi Tarot. See? Yaoi Tarot. I think this was upside down. Yeah, this was upside down. I did one yesterday for a non-believer. Shit was crazy. They look so good. They are very, very high quality, very pretty. And the side of the cards, I'll show you. The side of the cards is holographic. So it's got this beautiful shine on them. Silver leaf. It's so nice. So yeah, they're very high quality. They're very pretty. I want to eat it. No. No E.T. I'll eat you. So yeah. Seven of Cups. It's a very good card. You're a dreamer, but you need to ground those dreams and fantasies and actualize them. You can act upon them and you can make your dreams come true. And there's nothing wrong with being a dreamer, but it's important to make sure that you don't lose yourself in your imagination. Ground those dreams, make them a reality by rationalizing them and applying them to real life and actually making actions towards them so you can achieve those dreams. Okay? Ayo. What? Why are you saying ayo to cannibalism? The fuck is wrong with you? Let's move on to the next card. This is your near future. This is your near future, okay? It's the Six of Cups. Oh, I didn't show you the art on this card. My bad. Let me do that. Ooh, there we go. The Seven of Cups. Isn't it lovely? Casual cannibal, yeah. Amount of time I spend daydreaming about all the streams I'm going to do instead of setting up my OBS. This is crazy. If you want, after stream, we can do a phone call and I will screen share with you and we will set up your OBS together. Would you like to do that, Liv? Because I would be more than happy to do it. I feel like setting up stream stuff for OBS can be very overwhelming because there is a lot that goes into it. I just want to be clear. If you want to see how much goes into it, look at that. Chat, it's you, look. You're on TV. Say hi, chat. Chat, say hi to yourself. Say hi. Look, you're on TV. But there is a lot that goes into OBS. And I get it. It can be very, very overwhelming. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. I'm famous. Yeah. Of course you are. You're on TV. You must be famous. That's the rules, right? If you're on TV, you must be famous. Gotta wait for the wobbling to stop. After stream, you gotta get ready to go to work. Okay, well, message me when you're not at work. Like, when you have a day off. Let me know. And I'll plan it. And we'll get together and actually do a stream. Not a stream. A phone call where I, like, share my screen with you. Okay? So, whenever you're off work, just send me a message and be like, I'm off work on this day. And then I'll set some alarms and plan it all out. Okay? We'll do that. I will help you achieve your dreams. Okay? So the next card is the Six of Cups. I will show you the art of it. We got a devil. Doesn't he look fancy? He looks good. Booba mousepad. Yeah. It's Uki. With a little bit of Folga as well. A little bit of Fu-chan. Um, yeah, love it. My Kamiyoshi with his husband. Yeah. Let's talk about the Six of Cups, because it's interesting. You got the Seven of Cups and then the Six of Cups right after it. Interesting. So this is your near future. So this is coming up. But remember that nothing is set in stone, and everything is subject to change based on how you go into things. And I feel like this part of the reading is always a way to kind of prepare you and get you in the right mentality for dealing with any issues that may pop up. So even if you get negative stuff, you know it's gonna happen. So you can adjust accordingly, and it will help you through those things because you've had that forewarning. You know what I mean? So, the Six of Cups upright, it's generosity, naive happiness, childhood. It can mean that you want to return to a happier time, either when you were a child, teenager, young adult. Many times these memories are things of the past which reflect the aspects of ourselves that have vanished. Basically, this card is telling you to give some love to your inner child. I don't know how much work you've done with your inner child, but I think you need to sit down and actually start giving and caring and working on your inner child and giving into your inner child a little bit more. This card is telling you, get it done. It can also mean, the card can mean a few things, but it can also mean that you're going to a familiar place, like your hometown, an old friend's home, a school, a place that holds a lot of sentimentality or like meaning for you, something that's very significant, I guess. So, yeah. Work on your inner child. Bro just said, gaff? Gaff? Avi, do you know what gaff means in the gay community? Give a fuck. Yeah, you really should not shorten that. Not on gay streams. A gaff is a type of underwear that drag queens use to tuck their, like, dick and balls. It's like a tucking panty. It's known as a gaff. So maybe don't use that abbreviation in gay circles. Your inner child sits in a dark corner, and I pretend she does. Yeah. So my cards are telling you to stop fucking doing that, you dumbass. Give... That has a name? Yes, it has a name. Of course that's a fucking name. So, Liv, please, give your inner child a moment to, like, be happy and grow and live. Live. Be nice to your inner child. You know? LMAO, yeah. The next card that we're going to work on, now that I've scolded Liv, is the Ten of Swords. And it was it reversed? It was not reversed, was it? Fuck, I can't remember. Guys, was it reversed? I can't remember. I picked it up and I was like, I do not remember. Was it reversed, guys? Was it reversed? Guys, I have ADHD and autism. I have the memory of fucking Dory from Finding Nemo. Flip a coin? No, I can't do that. This is a reading for someone else. If it was a reading for myself, I would. But I can't flip a coin. I don't think I even have a coin. Who uses cash? Oh wait, I do have a pound coin in the other room. I'm not going to do that. Liv. 2 of the cards are reversed. Okay. Yeah, okay. These cards are reversed. Book Nerd, thank you. You have saved the stream. You hero. Alright. 10 of Swords reversed. Let's do this. 10 of Swords. Wow, that's a lot of swords. These are really aggressive cards, and you've got 2 of them, and it's stressful. This is a really, really good card. It is a very powerful card because it's just so many swords. It's a very strong card. It's about very powerful feelings. The card signals the finality of defeat. Okay? There is no way to avoid tragedy. This is something that has happened over a long course of time, a long course of events. This has been a long time coming, okay? Unfortunately, this card also means you have hit rock bottom. There is no more that is left for you to give. With that also comes the release that things can only get better, and the cycle can start anew. Similarly to the death card. You know, new beginning, starting new, starting fresh. The release must be initiated by you. Where to go but up. Exactly. This is one of those cards where it's like, you might have an emotional breakdown, a moment where you're just like, this is the worst it's ever been. But it is one of those cards where it's like, okay, now I can improve, now I can move forward, everything can get better. And I know it's really hard to adopt that mentality when things like that happen. Because you do just want to wallow in it. You want to go, everything's terrible, and this is my life now. But it doesn't have to be. And that's 100% your choice, and your decision to move forward. And that's what this card is telling you. It's telling you, hey, yeah, everything is shit right now. The worst it's ever been. But you have the power to move forward. You have 10 swords. Use them. You know? That's what this card is telling you. It's telling you to fucking pick yourself up. Rise from the ashes. Do something, you know? That's what this card is all about. So something's gonna happen, Liv. And you're probably gonna see it coming too. It's gonna be something that's very expected, that has been like, you know, building up. So you're gonna have to deal with it. You probably already know what it is, because it's been building for a long time. This is going to be the climax. This is going to be the end. It's going to happen. And it's gonna be rock bottom for you. But you can pick yourself up. You can rise from the ashes, and you can overcome it. Just to let you know, there is a positive to this. Let's go on to the next card. That was a tough card to read for you. I'm sorry that you got it, but there are positives. Okay, so the 8 of Swords reversed. I'm going to show you the card. This card, by the way, I reviewed during my BL collaboration with BL Library, Eve Healy. We talked about this one. This is My Sewer. And it's the 8 of Swords. My Sewer was very good, by the way. The only thing I didn't like was Tampon Head, the redhead in that art. I call him Tampon Head. I do not like him. So the 8 of Swords reversed is a good sign. It shows maturity, self-acceptance, recognition of your power, your responsibility. It shows up after a long struggle of like doubt or self-esteem issues. It means you're capable of making conscious decisions. You're confident in who you are. You have power to affect change in both yourself and the world. It's, time that you free yourself from the past, You clear out your closet, you create room for new things and experiences. This card right after 10 is so good, Liv. This is actually, like, really good. This is a good future reading. Because, yeah, there's a valley that you have to go through. And it's really difficult, and it's going to be difficult for you. But this signifies that the outcome is really good. And it's going to pay off. So, yes, I'm very happy you got this. But you do also have to remember that this card is here. Okay? Don't just focus on this good card right here. Remember you have this card too. Okay? And you're going to have to work through something really fucking rough. As your friend, my DMs are open. So if that ever happens, you can come to me, okay? It's going to suck, but it's going to get better. Hell yeah, it will. Let's talk about your outcome, which is the Emperor, which is my card, funnily enough. Everyone has a card that kind of represents them. And I always get the Emperor. The Emperor is my card. My favorite card is the Nine of Cups, but my identity card is the Emperor. So let's talk about the Emperor reversed, shall we? The Emperor. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. So the Emperor reversed is a sign of abused authoritative power. So this is outcome, which is not good. I assume this is something to do with work, possibly. Someone's abusing their authority and power in your social life. It can manifest in the overreach of power from a father figure or a possessive partner. In career readings, it could be coming from a superior. It presents a man who wants to take control of your actions and make you feel powerless, basically. Fuck the patriarchy is all I've got to say. But, you know, it happens. There are people like this everywhere. It could also be that you're playing the part of a weak ruler, possibly. I can't see that for you personally. I don't think you would. Perhaps you aspire for a career that is more flexible than one that is governed by strict rules. Lack of self-control and inability to handle situations can be represented by the Emperor on a personal level. When he's reversed, the structures, rules, and systems that he creates are no longer working. His desire to inspire higher principles in this kingdom have turned into ruthlessness. You know? I think, honestly, from what I know about you, Liv, the Emperor card represents your workplace. There is someone at work with you that is abusing their power or overreaching slightly when they shouldn't be. And it's affecting you negatively. Do you agree? This is your outcome. This is probably the most important card that you need to pay attention to, because this is the outcome of all of this. And if you still have someone that is abusing their power and affecting you at work, that's something that needs to be addressed, because you've gone through all this. You've gone through all this. You've gone through your ups, your downs, your celebrations, your successes, but you're still dealing with shit. And that's not okay. So this needs to be addressed so we can avoid this outcome, okay? So that's something you need to take away from this reading. I will also show you the art on the card. Okay, yeah. Take notes. The art on the card is very pretty. There we go. Now, you have the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to read that one for you now. It is once. Knight. There he is. Reversed. So this is an underlying vague issue. You might not be aware of it. It might be very subtle. You might be aware of it, but it is something that has worked its way through all of this. This is a very subtle underlying issue. That's why I always pull from the bottom of the deck, because it's always good to kind of get a vibe of what you're going through throughout all of this, because this is the main issue. This is something that you're tackling right now. An underlying issue might not be something that you've addressed yet. It might be something that's just hanging out in the corner of the room and you haven't noticed it. But it's been wreaking havoc. So this one, it indicates frustrations, delays. You're not getting anywhere. You feel very stagnant. It can mean a loss of power. You're trying to compensate for something that you don't have control over. It can lead to pessimism and a loss of self-esteem. You need to stop running from your commitments and actually apply yourself. This card is a reminder that you need to lock the fuck in. You really do. Because you're frustrated that you're not getting anywhere, but the thing is you're not taking any actions to actually fucking get there in the first place. Lock the fuck in, make your actions, and move forward. That's what this card is telling you. Okay? Why the fuck are these cards so accurate? See? Just got to the end of a fucking reading, and I get it every time. Okay, so this was a jumper. This card jumped out of the deck while I was shuffling for you. Also, I've showed you this art before, but I'll show you it again. Every time I pull a card, I'll show the art for it. Isn't it lovely? The dress looks great on him. So, this card, funnily enough, is from a manhwa that I really love. This card's filled of half-naked anime boys. They kiss each other. Why are they calling me out so accurately? The yaoi never lies, okay? So, this card is the Four of Pentacles, and it's got puppy love on it. If you know the manhwa Puppy Love, I love it. My only issue with this story is that it was not long enough. It was very short, but it was very good. I loved Puppy Love. So this was your card, your jumper. It's the Four of Pentacles upright. Pentacles. Yeah. I love pentacles. Pentacles are my babies. I cradle them dearly. Okay. So when you get a jumper, it's usually something important. You've read it? Yeah! It's really good. I'm glad you've read Puppy Love. Usually, when you get a jumper, it's something that the universe really needs to fucking say to you that's really important, but won't come up in your reading. You know what I mean? Because readings usually have a theme that tackles one issue, but this might be a separate issue. The universe is like, hey, you need to also address this, please. Like, this is important, but also this, you know? So, yikes, okay. This is both a positive and a negative card, to be clear. The card signifies, hey, you've completed your goals. You can actually like work, and be satisfied with your accomplishments. However, it can also translate to some negative things, like there's a chance you'll start valuing things only for material worth. You've worked hard, of course, to get to the point where you are now. It is natural for you to desire that you remain stable. I feel like financial stability is something we all crave, and that's very normal in this day and age. But it is also a chance to turn you into an overly possessive or greedy person who wants to ensure that no one's capable of taking away your wealth. You don't want to become a dragon that hoards. You don't want to become this possessive person that only cares about your wealth. It's a card that reminds you, regardless of your stability, regardless of your income and your investments, you shouldn't become obsessed. You might become more frugal, and you might also become incredibly attached to your material objects, your items, your collectibles, your your fucking socks. You know what I mean? Like, it's telling you to not become like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, like, my precious. You know, to remain grounded and not obsess over money and your items, and to relax a little bit and just realize, hey, people are way more important. And, you know, kind of put your money where your mouth is, because there's nothing wrong with being frugal. I'm a very frugal person myself, but I am not overly obsessed with money, and I also am not overly obsessed with my personal items in a material worth kind of way. I'm obsessed with my items in an autistic hyperfixation way. Like, guys, if you've seen all of my Seto Kaiba figurines, I love them. I love Seto Kaiba. I don't care about the worth of them. I don't care about how much they cost. What I care about is that they're Kaiba. It's that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Love your socks for the fact that they're socks, not because of how much you think they're going to be worth. So yeah, don't become Gollum, okay? So that's a card that was important. A card that the universe wanted to say to you. That was your reading, Liv. Don't be Gollum. Got it, yeah. Don't be Gollum. That was your reading, Liv. How do you feel? How was it? Are you okay? I will note there is a little bit of a delay between me and the chat, so it might take me a second to get your reply. I definitely didn't cry because that would be weird. I think you might have cried. I'm just saying. I think you might have cried. I think you might have cried. Book Nerd wanted me to read for them, so I'm going to read for Book Nerd. Okay. Book Nerd, tell me, what kind of reading would you like? Would you like a 1-card vibe check? A 3-card vague reading? Or would you like an extra detailed reading? Which would be a rainbow spread. What would you like? Glasses? Yeah. A rainbow spread work, or do you need to know more about someone first? No, I don't need to know about you to do a rainbow spread. It just helps that the people I've been doing rainbow spreads for are my friends, and I know a fair bit about their life, which just helps me contextualize the cards. But that doesn't mean that I can't do a reading for someone I don't know. It just means that I understand the cards a little bit more than I normally would. It's not really for me to understand, though. The cards are meant for you to understand. So if you know what the cards are talking about, when I explain them and interpret them to you, that's all that matters. You are the only person that needs to truly understand the cards. Yeah. My job is to just explain what the cards mean, and then you contextualize it and apply it to your life. It's like, oh, something like this happened in your past, and then you go, what could that be? Something in my past. Oh, it was the car crash. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Bro's got bangers on bangers in this playlist. Yeah, there's a Spotify code. You can enjoy my playlist. This is my favorite MyChem song. You know, I love hearing Liza Minnelli in this song. Oh my god, her voice. It's so interesting because most people, when you're like, hey, what's your favorite MyChem song? They'll always say like, oh, The Black Parade, na na na, you know, Teenagers, that kind of thing. And then I'm just like, Mama. And they're like, why Mama? And I'm like, I have mummy issues. Liza Minnelli is in it. It's a fantastic song. It's theatrical as fuck. Like, do you need more? So, Book Nerd, I'm going to do a rainbow spread for you if that's what you would like. So I'm going to start manifesting a shuffle for you. Good. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the pull for you, book nerd. Just to be clear, with rainbow spreads, they're very detailed. They do get very personal. So, you do not have to give away any information, personal or otherwise. I am just going to interpret them to you, and if it applies, you could just say, yeah, that makes sense to me. You do not have to give context. You do not have to give any information. That is not what you need to do. You can just give me confirmation like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. That's all you have to do. Okay? This is you. This is the issue. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Past. Present. Future. Outcome. And bottom of the deck. The Magician. Ooh, I love the Magician. That's a good card. Okay, this is a really good spread. It's an interesting spread. It's a weird spread. It is a little bit weird. It's a little bit funky. This is an interesting spread. So what we have is, first of all, the Knight of Pentacles again as your identity. Wow, we got that again. That's wild. I definitely shuffled a lot as well, so. Interesting. Okay. So, the Knight of Pentacles. Damn. Okay. One day I will learn the tarot. Until then, I will not. You feel stuck in your routine. You're bored of everything that surrounds you. You may desire a change of scenery in order to avoid tiring repetition. You've totally ignored many serious aspects of your life, either financial or personal, you know. Things can be neglected in favor of work when this card appears. So you're having a little bit of issues right now, apparently. You might be a driven or ambitious person, but you struggle to carry the weight of your responsibilities. You may sometimes sacrifice your social life. This card urges you to maybe try some more risks, to spend some time with friends and loved ones. It's a strong indication you need to change your way of living. Otherwise you might risk getting burnout and exhaustion. So, you know, you're working hard, which is very respectable, but you need to take a moment to chill, rest, relax, connect with people again. Take some moment to, take a moment to really enjoy yourself and spread your wings a little bit. So that's your identity card. That's who you are right now. That's who you are as a person. Your issue is the Ace of Cups, which is interesting, actually, because Ace of Cups is a good card. Stream Elements, can you calm the fuck down? Back to back. Chill. Also, yeah, you might notice we do have subscriber badges now, and they're adorable, and they were done by Aries. Aries VT. We have the Ace. Where's the Ace? There it is. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, and it's upright. This indicates a seed being planted in the material world. This opportunity is something you need to nurture and sometimes invest your energy, time, or funds. Watering this seed has the potential to be very rewarding. For any that is growth on this energy is meant to be stable. So, this is your issue. Apparently there's something that you need to nurture. Something that you need to invest a great amount of time in. It can also mean that you are Wi-Fi locked back in this code. Avi, you are so funny. I love you so much. Never change. Maybe change a little bit, but for the better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to be worse. Oh, also, it's worth mentioning to everyone in chat that I did fix all of the channel point redeems. So they should work now. Because I did go into the application and fix it all. So, you love? What the fuck is wrong with me? You know what's wrong with you. I did tarot reading. Thank you. Thank you. I will one day fix the timer on them because I do have to turn them off when they're triggered, which is a shame, but you know, it's fine. I will say, if you have this like little thing that you need to nurture, I have a feeling that this part of the reading is going to tell you that your hard work is going to pay off. And it's worth noting that your outcome is the Fool. Major Arcana, very important to recognize, okay? This is going to be a very interesting reading, book nerd. So, in your distant past, we have the Emperor, which is my card! That's my identity card. I love pulling it. I feel very connected to this card. The Emperor. Upright. So, it's all about control with the Emperor. It means authority, regulation, organization, fatherliness. Love me a fool. Indeed, indeed. This card represents a strategic thinker who sets out plans that he must see through. It's a symbol of masculine principle, the paternal figure in life that gives structure and creates rules and systems, imparts knowledge. The Emperor desires to foster honor and discipline. He guides with a firm hand, following the calling of the crown above all else. He is a ruler, but he understands that to reign is also to serve. He acts rationally according to what is for the greater good of the kingdom, you know? It's a chance to grow in terms of goals that you've set for yourself. It presents a successful future as long as you pursue your goals similar to the fashion that the Emperor does. Methodically and strategically, you know? When you see him in a reading, a possible interpretation is that you could be put in charge of something important. It could be a position at work or any kind of organization or institution that desperately needs order and a clear, decisive mind. You may be called to act in the place of the Emperor, using his wisdom to bring clarity to the project. So clearly, there's a lot of control in the past. Either, like, yourself just being very emperorly, very in control, very rational, very responsible, or you had a parental father figure of some kind or a fatherly mentor that had this wisdom, control, and rationality that helped you through something in your past. That's interesting. I hope that you still have this mentor, because they sound great. We also have the Ten of Cups. I already showed you this card, but I'll show you again for anyone that wasn't here. This is the this is the Emperor, sorry. With the Ten of Cups, I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to do that. This is the Ten of Cups. So, he's not actually showing anything, but, like, I'm worried about Twitch. I don't think Twitch would take it down. I know it's not against TOS because I checked. I went through the entire terms of service list. They have like a big old rules page that you can go through, and I read through the entire thing, which, by the way, the most boring read of my life. But I read it. I can officially say I read TOS, so I know what's against the rules and what isn't. So, let's talk about the Ten of Cups, shall we? We're doing it. We're making it happen. The Ten of Cups. It's a pretty good card, actually. And you have it upright, which is nice. Clearly, there's something in your, like, past life. In your past. Not in your past life. But there's something in your past that was very happy. Very joyous. You had contentment and emotional satisfaction with your family, your relationships, or even just a companion. Or even just a pet, you know? It's an idyllic state of comfort, harmony, peace, love. It made you feel like you were in a little paradise. That was where, like, all your dreams, your wants, your needs, your wishes, they have been fulfilled. And you feel very content, you have satisfaction, okay? It's a moment to, like, take a breather, you know? You can be thankful for your blessings. The cards signify something that so many of us are searching for. And you had it? That's crazy. So, that's a really lovely card. And honestly, it's one of those cards where if it's something that happened in the past, it's like, hey, I'm really glad this happened to you, because that sounds really great. I'm very happy for you, book nerd. I don't know if these apply to you because you haven't said anything yet. I don't even know if you're still here, but if you are still here, and these cards are, like, making sense to you and feel like they apply, please let me know. I'm genuinely interested. So, we have a reverse next. I'm going to take a little sippy. So, the King of Swords. I do not like swords. I know what time that one applies to. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you had happiness, you know? I feel like with a lot of readings, when you read the past, it can sometimes be very intense because people have a lot of trauma and things like that. But it seems like you've had a really good past. I'm really happy for you for having that. Let's go on to the King of Swords, which is the next card. I'll also show you the art for it. It's reversed. So, there you go. There we go. So, you have the King of Swords reversed. It shows tyrannical, abusive, and manipulative habits. It could be the misuse of one's mental power, drive, or authority. It is a symbolism of persuasion and manipulation. It's for selfish desires. It may imply... It could imply that you're showboating a bit, you know, you're showing off your level of intelligence by using big words when discussing ordinary topics, that kind of thing. That's a possibility, but it might not be true. It might be in something else. Another interpretation is you may also be a loose cannon, especially when there are angry outbursts and impulses. I can't imagine that for you, but there is a chance that someone may have been abusing authority around you. It could even be the fatherly figure that was brought up. I don't know. I'm not going to inquire too much because that's your private life. But yeah, this is your past that we're reading. So some kind of manipulation happened here, I think. That's how I feel about it anyway. An abuse of power, manipulation, that kind of thing. That's recent past, to be clear, like the timeline-wise. Recent past would be a kind of manipulation, hurt, someone being selfish, someone misusing their, like, authority and things like that. So yeah, that's recent past. Let's talk about your present, which is Seven of Swords, which we've seen. I think we've seen it. I don't know. I think I know what this is, but I'm not 100% sure. I think this is Dirty Vibration, because he looks like the side character. So I think this is Dirty Vibration. I'm not sure though, but I do recommend that manhwa. It's very good. So we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Hold up, let me see. It looks like Dirty Vibration. He's also holding his phone as well. It does look like Dirty Vibration. I think it might be. It's worth mentioning that all of these characters are like legally distinct versions of those characters. You know what I mean? So they always look a little bit different from the actual, like, manhwa, I guess. It's because they don't want to get sued, which is so fair. So, it's a good one. Yeah, Dirty Vibration was really good. I do think it is Dirty Vibration. It would make a lot of sense if it was, because he's holding the phone and everything. The Seven of Swords. Seven. There we go. Seven of Swords. Reversed. This is you right now. This is your present. This is what you're going through. Let me see. Because there's a few different interpretations. I'm trying to find a one that fits in contextually, because that will be the one that will apply to you. Okay, I think it might be the first one. It can suggest a need to change your approach. The tactics that you've been using are not working. It can also... Oh, Shadow, welcome. Welcome, Isha. How you doing? How you doing? We're just doing some Yaoi Tarot. I'm doing readings for everyone. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to sub or anything. I'm very good. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you. I appreciate the inquiry. I am hungry, so I think I might make a sandwich, because I've got some ham. Soon. Maybe after this reading, I might take a little 10-minute break and make a sandwich. Who knows? I also might cocoa melon you guys, for that. You guys don't want to be cocoa meloned? Go food? I need to finish the reading first. So it seems here someone in your circle maybe decided to unburden themselves with guilt and come clean about some piece of manipulation that they've been involved in. Trust has been broken, but with a confession, you might be on the road to repairing it. There's a desire here to try and do things a different way, one that's collaborative rather than independent. So it seems here the manipulation from the King of Swords is now trying to be addressed and rectified in the current present. So whomever it was that did this to you is clearly trying to patch things up. But it's one of those patch-ups that would be collaborative rather than independent. You would need to sit down with them and really work through it together. Otherwise, there's no way it would heal. Again, you don't have to share details of what this is. This is my interpretation of it, and I'm referring it to you. You can apply it to your life. Or you can just tell me it's fucking bullshit. That's totally fine. I want Bluey. I'm gonna cocoa melon you with my thoughts. I'll stick on a date with death. You guys can watch me thirst over a man. Oh no, I can put on my I'll put on my most recent VOD that I uploaded. There you go. So we have the Knight of Cups reversed, which is your near future. It's coming up. It's coming up. Knight of Cups. There we go. I'll show you the art. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. It's a really pretty card. But I don't recognize who it is. Boots. Yeah, he got boots. He got them red boots. So the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups means you allow your emotions to control your life a lot more than you should. You might be overly jealous, emotional, or moody. This could get up to the point of actual incapacity to take action. Okay, so this is the card telling you to breathe and cool it down a bit. And to really, like, assess your emotions so that you can process things without being overwhelmed by them. This is an interesting card to get. Especially when there's a lot of, like, turmoil, like, here. To have this card be like, don't get overly emotional. You're fine. Don't let your emotions control you. I think this card is kind of working through the patch-up that happens here. So the patch-up here is collaborative, remember, but you also might still be dealing with things from that. You might be a bit more emotional than normal, a bit more sensitive than normal, and that might make you blow up a bit more, or even just, like, maybe even, like, the opposite of blowing up, like, just bottling things up and not addressing them as they come out, which is equally as bad. This card is telling you, no, sort through your emotions like a person, breathe through them, and actually organize them. So this card is very important for you, I think. I also think that this is just really good advice for anyone. Honestly. So we have the Eight of Cups, which we've already seen, because it's my sewer, which I did a review on. My sewer. There you go. And it was reversed. So the Eight of Swords. So many swords. So many swords. And it is reversed. This is a good card. It signifies maturity, self-acceptance, recognition of power and responsibility. It's freedom, and it's about coming through after a long struggle of doubt, which makes sense because you had this, like, manipulation here, the makeup, the, you know, processing of emotions and getting through everything, and then this is, we're finally there. I understand myself, I understand you, I accept who I am and who you are. I have power, I am strong, I am capable. This is about freeing yourself from the skeletons in your closet kind of thing. So that's a really nice card that you got right there. Hey, nice cards. Nice cock. Nice cards. The next one's the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Let's check it out. It is upright as well. It's not reversed. This card indicates struggle after the initial fulfillment and satisfaction of an event. So something happened in your distant future, because remember this is near future, future, distant. Oh, there's going to be an ad break in 5 minutes, everyone, just warning you. But don't worry, you won't miss anything, I promise. I'll just yap through it. The Seven of Wands is about the struggle you need to go through to maintain your position rather than to attain it. This is about the difficulties we face to continue to have success. You may be ready for competition that may come your way. You may be ready to defend your title, prove yourself. Others are going to desire the same results as you. You need to stay ahead of them. There'll be challenges to the success of your project or venture from an outside source. You must remain dedicated to your desires with a clear purpose and effort. You'll overcome them. This is a good card and also a little bit of a bad card. You know, this card is about grounding, learning how to ground yourself and really lock in, and understand what you want as well. This is a really fascinating card. It is just about defending yourself and believing in yourself. So Book Nerd, I hope you take that to heart. Defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. You're worth it, you know. You have that self-worth. You are worth defending, you know. So let's talk about the outcome. I love this card. This is a really good card. Let's go to Major Arcana. The very first card is the Fool. The Fool is the first card of the entire tarot. Because the tarot, the Major Arcana, is known as the Fool's Journey. This is so cool. It's upright. The Fool card is numbered 0, which is considered to be a number of infinite potential. This is a really good outcome card. Oh, I'm so glad for you. It is a blank slate, the symbol of innocence. This journey will shape your character. It is the beginning of a new journey. It will be filled with optimism, freedom from usual constraints. Every day is going to be an adventure. Anything can happen. There are many opportunities lying out there in the world waiting to be explored and developed. It is a simple life with no worries. You do not seem troubled by the fact that you can't tell what you will encounter ahead. So you don't know what's coming. That doesn't matter, because you are the vibe. You know what I mean? There's maybe a little bit of risk-taking, a little bit of courage. But it is a chance to open up new things, both in the world and also in your life, and things about you as well. There is a mixture of anticipation, wonder, awe, curiosity, and they're all bubbling together and mixing together inside you, making you go, oh, new things, let's go. The Fool is there to show you can never really tell what lies ahead, and you can only greet it with joy. That's a really cool outcome card. I'm really glad you got that. And you got the Magician as your underlying issue. This is the subtle one that you don't really notice. Sometimes people notice it if they're very, very self-aware. The Magician is actually number 1. It's next to the Fool in the tarot. So the Magician is the ultimate manifestation card. Yeah, absolutely, Coco. After I've made my sandwich and I've had a little snack break, I will do a reading for you. If you want a rainbow read, which is a full, like, detailed one, I can do that for you. That's no problem. I'm happy to do it. 100%. I'd love to do a reading for you. If you want just a 3-card spread, I can do that too, or just a 1-card vibe check, I can do that as well. It is completely up to you what you want. But taking a break, having a sandwich, and recharging is definitely on the cards. I will Coco Melon you though, so you won't have to worry about staring at a blank screen. So here's the thing. The Magician is a really good card. It is the ultimate card of, like, manifestation. It is pure willpower. It is the power of all the elements and all the suits. It is just everything. He takes the potential of the Fool and molds it into a being of power and desire. He is the connecting force between heaven and earth. He understands the meaning behind the words "as above, so below." And, you know, remember you're powerful, basically. Like, create your inner world, and the outer world will follow. This is a manifestation card, and it's a really good card to have throughout this entire reading. It tells me that, Book Nerd, you have the ability to manifest things for yourself. You have that willpower, you have that potential, you are very creative, and you are very very impressive as a person. So that's a really good card to have. Booknow, what do you think of your reading? This was your reading. It was a really good reading, actually. I really enjoyed it. That was fun. The Fool and the Magician as well. The main reason I was quiet when you were talking about the identity card particular ambition burnouts, I've done that shit. Spooked the hell out of me. Had so many things and ideas I wanted to do at once. Pushed myself into years-long writer's block. I feel that so hard because I did the same. Many years ago, I just got into like the worst writer's block ever, and I just couldn't write because it wasn't... I wasn't happy. I didn't get any joy from writing. I just got bored and fizzled out, and it was like I couldn't write anything. Like, I had the ideas, but I just couldn't bring myself to write them down. So I completely understand where you're coming from. It's the worst. I'm glad that you connected with your reading, though. I really am, because I feel like when people connect with their reading, they have the tools to address anything that may come. I think that it helps. Because remember, I'm reading a possibility of the future, but you ultimately can cultivate it, and you can change it if you so wish. I give you the tools and the knowledge. You are the one that has to address it. You know? Gonna pop this in the corner up here so you can see Yaoi Tarot. I'm going to Cocomelon you. So you have something to watch, you know, while I'm not here. For anyone that missed the stream between me and Hannah, it is a VOD on YouTube now, so I'm gonna Cocomelon you with it. Let me see. Let me full screen this, and let me. Let me see. How's this gonna work? Hey, there we go. Okay. Let me skip to when I start the stream. And I will turn it up for you as well. How loud is it? There we go. So I'm doing a collab today. I will see you after I've had my sandwich. Bye bye. Oh, you gotta love the VTuber scuff. It goes so hard. It goes so hard. Hello everyone. I know it's been a while. I have been battling a combination of my chronic pain, weak joints, and a delicious helping of ADHD paralysis. Let's go. I've been trying to get through it as best I can, and honestly, I've been having to constantly remind myself that it is not my fault. I want to do things, but I can't do things. But I'm hoping tomorrow I'm gonna take the whole day. My best friend's come around. He's gonna help me like clean up, because it has become a little bit like a little dash of Omi TV, like not quite Asmongold, but a little dash of like the disorganizational clutter of Omi TV. I've got about 5 cans on my desk right now, so not quite as bad, but close. I'm gonna clean up, and I know I'm gonna feel better once everything is a bit more clean and organized. So yeah, I think that's gonna make me feel a little bit better, and I guess just help me get back on things a bit better. I'm not gonna make promises, because while it may help with the ADHD, it's not gonna help with the pain. That is out of my hands. Although my physio has re-referred me to my gym, which is awesome because that means I get the disability discount again. You know, the one they cancelled out the blue? Fucking joke. But yeah, my physiotherapist has been amazing. Got to start rooming with roaches. Yeah, nah, I couldn't live like that, man. Could you imagine roaches high-fiving your toes while you're trying to play Elden Ring? Fuck that shit. I don't know how he lives like that. That's fucking crazy. Just so you know, I'm gonna be collabing with Hannah today. I'm warning you now if you're wearing headphones. Oh, thank you for the follow, Son of Snake. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. I am a demon incubus, ruler of the second circle. I appreciate it. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing supermarket together with Hannah today. Hannah's obviously got her own rules. I will say anyone who talks shit about Hannah is gonna get curb stomped into Tartarus by me, just to be clear. She is a loud speaker. That is the neuro spicy. I am going to do my best to control the volume so that she doesn't have to, because it's harder for her to do that than it is for me, because I could just hit a slider. Let me know if she needs to be turned up or turned down, as usual. So, oh yeah, I also have subscriber badges now, by the way. I finally added them. They were made by Aries VT as well. So Aries VT, big shout out. Incredibly professional too. Found them randomly on VGen, and so glad I chose them to do it, because the sub badges look so fucking cute, and I'm honestly really fucking happy with them. So yeah, absolutely incredible. I'm gonna try and get through this intro quickly so we can get to the game. Will warn you, there is an ad in 55 seconds. Hey Liv, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? How you been? It's been a while. I woke up at like 3 a.m. today, and I've not slept, and it's now 9 p.m. for me. So, I am so ready to go to bed, and drinking caffeine is not helping. And making me more tired, and making me... Oh, Pokemon cards. You're opening Pokemon cards without me? Slams fist on desk. I think after the ad, I'll join in with Hannah. Why you like this? I am breathtaking. I'm a delight to be around, okay? I'm a fucking gift to this world. You're about to start your shift at the new grocery store? Yeah, that's my grocery store. Well, it's ours. It's ours. Didn't want to bother you? You think I would be bothered? Oh, thank you so much for coming over. Yeah, I always forget that the HoloStream server, like, tells people when I'm live. It's really cool, but I always forget about it. Thank you for coming over, man. I really appreciate it. It's really cool of you to do that. But yeah, we do a little collab. It's actually kind of nice, because me and Hannah met through the Neverling server. So we just got to know each other because we hang out on VC together a lot. So that's really cool. I have no idea if oh, there we go. There's the ad break. Apologies to everyone for the ad break. Sorry. So let me see if the guest... Nope, that's not working. I'm gonna have to tell Hannah that it's being a little silly guy. And being a little silly. Let me see. Let me send Hannah the thumbs up so that she knows that I'm ready to go. And then I can tell them something's up. Yeah, we're happy to have you, Son of Snake. Thank you so much for being here. Also, thank you, everyone who sat through the ad. It keeps the lights on in the palace. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So we're gonna see. I don't know what's wrong with yeah, I don't know what's going on with the I don't know why it's duplicating. Why is it doing that? We literally loaded this up before stream and it was fine. And now it's not fine. What is happening? But yeah, welcome in, Son of Snake. It was great to have you. Even with the scuff. I also added new things to the background because I have new things. Yes, the good scuff. Yeah, it's the VTuber quality of scuff. It's different. I feel like VTuber scuff is a refined and perfected scuff. If there's a VTuber that says they don't experience scuff, they're a fucking liar. Either that or they're not actually a VTuber, in my opinion. I feel like every VTuber at some point has scuff. And if they don't, they're not a VTuber. Every debut, every VTuber debut has scuff. This is the rules. You have to. You can't debut perfectly. It's not allowed. It's illegal. If you have a VTuber debut with no scuff, Iron Mouse kicks your door down and throws Henya the Genius directly at you. And Henya will rip your fucking teeth out. You're not allowed to have a perfect debut. It's not allowed. Rude. I updated a lot of the posters in the background, by the way, for some like new models and new outfits and stuff. So I updated the Ruse picture to have his new model. Because I like the new model. I like the slick back hair. I like the forehead. The Wall of Men. Yes, the Wall of Men. Got my Ruse Ada behind me as well. Look at him peeking out on the shelf. Oh. Christ on a Bike is back, everyone. We have an emote for that and it's free. Just to let you know. There it is. For those of you who are new here, there is a guy who drives past my apartment all the fucking time, and his motorbike is really loud because it's a dirt bike, and we just started calling him Christ on a Bike because I'm a demon, and that's funny. It's not always deep. Sometimes it really is just a religious pun. Oh, I feel like I should probably just very quickly, just for viewer retention. Oh. Just for, sorry, I accidentally reset my model. Just for viewer retention, I'm just gonna quickly jingle, 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 jingle. Okay, right, cool. Now that we've done that, just to make sure that people are locked in. So, it's so funny because I can see Hannah's chat. And I'm just looking at it like, oh boy. Apparently, Hannah's gone missing. Oh, scuff is important for a streamer's character. Is Hannah having scuff too? No! Oh my god, we're both having scuff. That's so funny. That is so funny. We're both having scuff. That's wild. Both of us. What are the chances? Double scuff, exactly. Damn, double stuff, double scuff. Don't worry, I got you guys. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you covered. I got you back. I already knew the moment it was coming out my mouth. Phrasing. So yeah, I'm waiting on Hannah right now. Okay. Ooh, boy, whoopsie. I did not realize. Hello?
There you are.
I am so sorry.
Hi!
I was yapping so hard. I apologize.
It's all good. I was just like, hey, where you at?
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. Also, you're in 140p.
Oh no, you are too. Don't worry. I mean, great chance to say, hey, my chat, if you would like to see Hannah in high definition, the link is pinned at the top of chat, where you can go and subscribe and support Hannah Wright.
Yeah, and let me just grab the live stream chat. There we go. Okay. Hi! Hi, Twitch! Hi, Twitch!
Twitch, say hi.
Hey, this is my sort of semi-official Twitch debut.
Wait, this is your Twitch debut? Why is it everyone is debuting on Twitch through my streams? How is this happening?
I don't know. I usually use YouTube for streaming, so... Okay.
Everyone, is Hannah's volume okay? Can you hear her okay?
Can you hear me okay?
Do I need to turn her up?
Looks like all the yapping wasn't worth it.
Oh, the yapping is always worth it. It's always worth it. She's a little quiet. All right, I'll turn her up.
Okay.
All right. Let me know if that's okay. So hello YouTube. This is technically my YouTuber streaming debut because I've never streamed on YouTube. Hannah's a bit quiet. Yeah, Hannah, speak up. Aren't you supposed to be the loud one? Oh, that's funny. Also, hello, hello, Hannah's chat. It's very nice to be here. Thank you for not immediately roasting the hell out of me.
I appreciate you guys for not roasting the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm already in hell, like, take it easy.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna do my intro real quick for everyone on Twitch.
Yep.
Ohaniyo gozaina, everybody, both on YouTube and on Twitch. My name is Hannah Wright. I'm your favorite virtual lavender idol from Akiba Land, and this is my first time, sort of first time streaming on Twitch. Yeah.
Yes. Nice.
Let's go. And go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Of course. Yeah, hello Passion Knights. I am Porphyra Minos. I am a demon incubus VTuber. I am the ruler of the second circle and the prince of lust at your service, or at my service. It's very nice to meet you. Warning, I am an incubus, so sometimes I might make a filthy joke. It is to be expected.
Or two.
Or two. Or three. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even four.
The more the better.
Yeah. I put on some special assets on because we're gonna be playing a game together, which is called Supermarket Together.
I'm excited about this one. I can't wait. I'm gonna obsess over the organizing and yell at you if you get it wrong.
I mean, to be fair, you did say that if we did this, if we did a cooking game collab with each other, you'd act like dollar store or pound store, Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah. Tesco value Gordon Ramsay, absolutely.
Tesco value Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Let me know when you get half an hour into your stream so that I can start like swearing more. Because YouTube only checks the first half hour of a stream, so I just have to wait.
Yeah, sounds about right. Minimum wage.
Oh, definitely minimum wage. I have profit to make.
Minimum wage, Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, 100%. Should we set up? So I'm gonna be hosting. What are we gonna call the store? Do you know? Do any Passion Knights have any ideas? Hellfires, do you know?
Oh, Passion Knights, do you know? Oh, speaking of,
Mm-hmm.
I might as well boot up the game myself.
If you not boot it up.
I boot up the game. It was in my set.
It has to have purple in the name. I mean, we are Team Purple.
It doesn't need to have purple. It doesn't need to be purple. It can. It could be.
I was thinking like purple, like circle. Knights of Hell.
Purple.
Knights of Hell.
That sounds so good.
Yo, that's way more. Can I just say that is way more badass than what it's actually gonna be?
It does.
Like, this is one of those stores where it's got absolutely no business sounding as cool as it actually is.
Real! So real!
Well done. Knights of Hell. Okay, let me create...
Knights of Hell.
room.
Hell on Earth.
I don't know. Do I have to send you an invite?
Maybe. But,
I've never played this game before. Oh,
okay.
lag.
Let me turn off my model real quick on the, so that it doesn't catch the Streamlabs portion, because I do want to, like, make sure it shows the game, the actual game on my end. Okay. Supermarket Together. There we go.
Oh, copy join code.
All right, there we go.
Too.
Perfect. Okay.
Right, there's a join code. Look at that. Apparently there is no join code because it's in private mode. What do I do then? Do I have to...
Okay. Perfect.
Wait. How do I...
let me just, lower the volume real quick. There we go.
How do you open the Steam friggin' view? No, I don't care. I'll just invite you through this.
Yeah.
There we go. Can
I... Alright. I'm gonna open up my chat on my phone so that I'm able to see you guys, because I'm not able to see, like, the... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. We're all in. Fantastic.
We're in?
Well, I'm in. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Those are...
I think I made the wrong room. I don't know what the frick I'm doing here. New store. Only friends. There we go.
I have only idols. We're in and we're back. Hell yeah.
Balls deep.
Balls deep.
The only way to be.
Oh my god.
Oh, Dory, welcome in. Hey, how you doing? Okay.
Hell
Can
yeah.
I...
Okay.
Okay, I think you can join me now.
Okay. Do you have the code on Discord?
There it is.
Okay. Let me grab it real quick. Ugh. Okay. Got it.
I'm doing okay, Dory.
I'm in! I should probably
Nice.
disable the offensive NPCs. I forgot to do that.
Oh my god, please do.
I'm gonna see if I'm able to once I hop in. I should be able to.
I'm dealing with really bad lag and I don't know why.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know if it's the game though.
Oh yeah, I do see you running at like 2 frames per second.
I don't know what's causing it.
I don't know.
It's gotta be the game because I'm running everything else like I normally would.
Might
Let me
be.
see. Let me turn off the bloom. Oh, the quality's insane. Wait, there we go. Am I running better now?
I think it might be because I'm loading.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm
Me and
loading
you
in.
both Minos. Yeah, thank you. Absolutely, you get me. You
Yeah.
understand me.
Yeah, that
Also,
might be
Dory
why.
says hi to you in the nights.
Hi, Dory. Ah,
What is...
what is taking so long? What the hell? I might need to... I might need to, like, restart the game.
Is your
Like,
game
close a
lagging?
few things. Yeah, my game's lagging. Oh, wait, never mind. I think I might be coming in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Come on.
Hopefully when you join, the lag sorts itself out. If it doesn't, I might have to tweak a few things.
Yeah.
Oh.
The scuff police has arrived again.
Oh,
Okay, we're in.
nice.
All right.
Okay, we got you.
Okay, just say offensive NPCs. No. Got it. Oh my god!
Hello.
It's you!
How's my... I'm still lagging, and I don't... What are the options I have? Maybe I should turn off VSync. I can't...
Oh, yeah,
I can't think about, like, what's causing it. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Let me apply that and see if that helps.
It's funny, too. I got back not too long ago from seeing my friends out of state, one of which is also named Hannah. Oh, that's so funny. So anybody gonna ask about the plushies on Hannah's shoulders? Are they some damn mihoyos? Mihoyos?
I'm back. I have returned. Hey, I am back. Let me just add my... There we go. I'm back. And I'm ready to do a reading for Coco. Oh, big stretch time. Thank you for being patient during the Coco Melaning. Much appreciated. I needed that sandwich. I actually haven't eaten today, so that sandwich was very important. I need to remember to set alarms for eating tomorrow because I'm going to the gym, so I'm gonna need it. Gonna need the fuel. So, move that out of the way, get this on, make sure that there's no crumbs from a sandwich. Right. You want a rainbow spread, Coco? It's gonna read you to filth. 3-card spread, rainbow spread, single card vibe check. What would you like? Taste the rainbow? Okay, you want a detailed rainbow spread. Okay. Alright. What I like about this as well, bear in mind, anyone that's had readings, you can check the VOD that I will, I'll upload it tonight. So it'll probably be there by tomorrow morning. Because upload is always slower than download, which is really annoying, but that's unfortunately the way it is. At least for my ISP. Sorry. Let me just take my inhaler real quick. I unfortunately have very severe asthma, for those of you who don't know. And after I eat, it blocks my airways. So I can't breathe. That is so much better. I can breathe now. Okay. Yeah. I have really bad asthma. My inhaler is a full-on steroid inhaler. So yeah. You can thank Miss COVID for that. She was the one who gave me severe asthma. Before it was negligible. My asthma wasn't that bad. I had like one asthma attack when I was 5. Nearly died. And then, as I got older, I just sort of started to grow out of my asthma, and it wasn't a problem. And then, 2020, I got Miss Vid before it was cool. Before lockdown, just before lockdown, I caught it from a nurse because she coughed on the back of my neck. I was wearing a mask too. Very annoying, but that's what made it worse. And I got it again in 2022 after Pride. I went to a Pride festival, came back with COVID. Very upset about that because I wore a mask again. Wear your fucking masks, everyone. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Ever since, my asthma's been really bad. Alright. Let's do a rainbow spread for Coco. Alright, this is you. This is the underlying issue. Distant past. Past. Recent past. Ooh. Present. Near future. Ooh. Future. Distant future. Outcome. And the back of the deck. Interesting. Okay. I think your suit might be wands. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you have a lot of reversed cards. So you have the King of Wands as your identity. Reversed. So... okay, so... the King of Wands, when relating to identity, is about being rash, impulsive, making hasty decisions, maybe sometimes being pushy, overbearing, sometimes dominating as well. And to be clear, it's not necessarily with malice, it's more just, you know, being, and just being frustrating in general. It is the worst spectrum of qualities. Unfortunately, you probably don't feel very good about yourself right now. Yeah, reflecting on these negatives can help you dig deeper into your personality and address the issues. We're going to go into what your issue is, your main issue, but clearly there's something going on with you right now that you introspect about that really kind of, I guess, fucks with you and makes you feel very uncomfortable. You might be overcompensating for those insecurities with the, you know, impulsivity and the kind of, I'm going to do things my way, blah, 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 that kind of feeling. And here's the thing. You might even be feeling like you're acting like this, but you realize, how do I find the words for this? But really, you're not actually doing this. You just feel like you are. So it's worth taking that into consideration as well, okay? I'll show you the art for it as well. This is the art. So that's your identity, Coco. The issue is the Queen of Wands, which I'll show you the art for. It was reversed, wasn't it? There we go. Was it reversed? Jesus, I really need to focus. My memory is so bad. Why am I like this? Was it reversed, guys? Did you see it? Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Okay. So, the reversed Queen of Wands. It symbolizes fertility, feelings, emotions, aspects it brings. Now, bear in mind, fertility in the context of tarot is not necessarily procreation, to be clear. Fertility can even mean cultivating ideas, opportunities, and new prospects. So bear that in mind. My Wi-Fi is kind of shit, but I trust that I'm still being read for filth. You are. I can guarantee that. You can watch the VOD. You will see for yourself. So, I think, because this card means that there might be someone that needs help right now, I think, Coco, that is you. I think the person is you. I don't think it's an outside individual that is reaching out to you. I think, in this case, you're reaching out to yourself. There may be, like, obstacles that can definitely get in the way of you receiving help from yourself and really looking into the depth of your feelings and emotions and things like that. These obstacles are things that you can absolutely ignore or disregard, and that's what you need to do. Disregard these obstacles and just continue and lock in and, you know, one foot in front of the other. It's also important to remain rational you have to balance this chaotic energy that you get with this card. You know, use this card to balance it and rationalize it. You know, have clear thoughts, and you'll find that you'll be a lot more successful when you cultivate the rationality alongside, you know, the introspection of your feelings, and also just helping yourself as well. Reaching out to whom you are, and really connecting with yourself. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna show you this card. It's reversed. I'm gonna remember it's reversed this time. So this is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords. Reminder as well to anyone who might be new here, I do not know all the cards off by heart, and I'm using a guide. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you are reading tarot and you are new to it and you can't remember the cards, it's perfectly okay. Not all of us can. It's just the way it is. Some people know all the cards off by heart, and that's fine. I don't. But I do know all 151 Pokemon off by heart. So the Five of Swords reversed shows that all you want is for a particular period to be over so that you can forget and forgive. Because you're beginning to understand that winning is not everything. You'll be capable of focusing your energy on something a lot more constructive and positive. So this is distant past. Something in your distant past triggered and you went, nah, I need to move on. I need to let this go. I need to focus on things that make me happy. I need to focus on positive projects. I can't dwell on this bad thing that just happened, basically. That's what this is saying. Okay? Your past. I'm going to show you the Two of Wands. It's Johan from Love So Pure. We've seen him a couple times. He's shown up again, which we're not going to complain about because it's Wands. Wands is great. We love Wands. He is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands suggests a need to set up long-term goals, and to like really prospect for the future. Begin the process of setting up goals, identify what is important first, proceed through the planning, and make sure that as you're doing so, you are like really intending to achieve your goals, and make sure that they are realistic in a sense. It can also mean that you've ignored important like fine points associated with planning your future. Lack of a proper planning can unfortunately result in downfall. This is your past, so I don't know if you received that downfall or not. But if you missed any fine points in planning for the future, that might have been the case. So yeah, make sure you plan, breathe, work things through. As humans, you have evolved to be able to actually like introspect and analyze and break things down. There are very few species on the planet that can do that. And there are even less that can do it with the elegance and efficiency of a human being. Bear that in mind, okay? Utilize your evolutionary gifts. Yeah. We're gonna go now to the Four of Wands, which is the next card. I'm gonna just pop my thumb over it. There we go. That's the next one. The Four of Wands. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but like at the top is the BJ Alex mask. This is Ju-on, by the way. I think it's Ju-on. I think so. I think it's legally distinct Ju-on. Legally distinct Ju-on. Possibly. I could be wrong. If anyone's read BJ Alex, then, you know, you'll recognize him. It does seem like it's Ju-on. It's got Ju-on's mask at the top, so it must be. Is his name Ju-on? Am I saying it right? Ju-on? I think it's Ju-on. Whoopsie. So, you have the Four of Wands. Let's pop over to the Four of Wands. Four of Wands. This is a unfortunate breakdown of complete lack of harmony. It could be in your family or in your home. It is like close relationships that this is referring to. It's likely there's a lot of tension between members of your family or loved ones. You might have completed something that's important to you, expecting it to like share with your family. You know, the kind of thing where like a little kid will draw a picture and share it with their parents and hope it gets put on the fridge kind of thing. And you want to come home to a kind of celebration of that thing, of your achievement, but instead it's a lack of support, a lack of care, and it might leave you feeling a bit uncertain when it comes to your own relationships, as well as the things that you cannot depend on. This is recent past. So something recently that may have happened to you that reflects this, which is unfortunate, and I just want to say I'm sorry if this is the case for you, because that sounds awful. And I want you to know that if you ever draw a picture, I will always put it on the fridge, okay? I will always celebrate your achievements. The world. We've seen the world before, I'm going to show you again. For anyone who wasn't here, this is the world. There you go. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. just the smile. The world is pretty. The world is gorgeous. It's a very pretty card. So the world reversed. Oh boy. Oh boy. The world. Reversed. Okay. So you're coming to the end of an era. This is present. This is you right now. You're coming to the end of an era. You have many accomplishments that have lined your path. But there is a strange little emptiness that is inside you. Something is missing. You have all these achievements. You've done so much. But there's just this one thing in the back of your mind that just is making you feel a little bit incomplete, a little bit empty, despite everything you've achieved. And it could be related to your familial connections, your lack of support, the lack of celebration. It might still be hanging over you even to this day. And that's why the end of your era and the beginning of a new one feels emptier than it should, because there is that lack of celebration, which is awful. And we will throw you a party in the cunt chat if necessary, okay? I will fucking do it. Don't think I won't. So next, we have my favorite suit, which, well, no, my second favorite suit, which is Cups. We have the Five of Cups upright, which is lovely. So, it's the Five of Cups. Some of you might recognize this as Pearl Boy. Pretty sure it's Pearl Boy. Yeah, it is. It's so obviously Pearl Boy. Couldn't be anyone else. So, the Five of Cups it symbolizes kind of disappointment when things go differently from what you expected. You might feel unhappy that a certain situation hasn't really turned out the way you hoped it would. Instead of moving forwards towards a more positive perspective, this card seems to say that you're dwelling in the past, inducing feelings of self-pity and regret. The water, which is actually spilled from the cups, shows that you might have missed the opportunity. It also shows that the problem is mostly emotional, not material or financial. So this is your near future, and I feel like these three cards are very connected. I feel like there is something within your familial connections, your close connections, that is kind of almost haunting you, and you can't really quite get through it just yet. And even in your near future, you're still gonna struggle with that kind of emptiness that is kind of getting in the way of you thriving, you know? You're not letting go of things, and you need to. These cards are showing that. The next card is Major Arcana. We got a lot of Major Arcana. Oh boy, okay. We have Major Arcana, the Hierophant. Damn, the Hierophant upright. Ooh, spicy. Nice, okay. So, the Hierophant is all about, like, embracing tradition and traditional values and almost conformity, I would say. It's about embracing the conventional. You have a certain desire to follow a process which has been well established. So something that is a very established process, I don't know what it could be. It could be anything that may apply to you. It suggests you want to stay within a certain conventional bound of what would be considered an orthodox approach. So more orthodox things, methods. It might even be something small. You don't know. It is Major Arcana, so it is worth mentioning that this is a very powerful card. It probably ascertains to something very important in your life, rather than like something very small. But it's worth keeping an open mind and considering possibilities. This card suggests it's better for you to follow social structures which are established and have their own traditions. You might be involved in ceremonies, rituals, possible religious trappings. When it comes to tarot readings, this card is most commonly representative of institutions as well as core values. This is a sign that shows you need to conform to the already existing set of rules and situations which are fixed already. This is a card that's scary if you're super liberal. Because a lot of us don't want to follow conformity. We want to rebel against it. There are some elements, however, that this card represents that is worth mentioning. For example, traditional cookouts are a cultural tradition. They are considered to be orthodox because they are essentially social conformity. This is absolutely something that the card could be applying to. It could be applying to a cookout that you maybe necessarily don't want to go to, but you probably should. Or even just a social gathering that's relevant to culture. It doesn't have to be religious. It doesn't have to be bad in any way. It doesn't have to be something that's going to stop you from being you. It could just be something as simple as meeting up with family, meeting up with friends in a more traditional way, you know? I'll also show you the art of the Hierophant. He is very beautiful. Here he is. A very, very pretty man. So, next we have the moon, which I've never pulled before. To be clear, I've never pulled the moon. This is my first time pulling the moon. And I've been doing tarot for 10 years, and I've never pulled this card. Purdy, yeah, very purdy. So this is the moon. A very nice card. As much as I love cat boys, I do have a thing for dog boys too. So the moon, where is the moon? There it is. The moon card can symbolize your imagination is taking the best of you. In the dark of night, you're taking a path that you're unsure of. There could be danger lurking in the depths. You are the crawfish embarking on the path in the card. The moon's light can bring you clarity and understanding, and you should allow your intuition to guide you through this darkness. It's about the unknown and trusting in the light at the end of the tunnel, essentially. You need to be aware of situations that are causing fear and anxiety in your mind. Whether it's now or in the future, it alerts you to not allow inner disturbances and self-deception to get the best of you. These deep memories and fears must be let go, and the negative energies must be released and turned into something constructive. It's important to lock the fuck in, basically. Lock in and try to combat the fear that you have of failure, the fear that you have of the unknown and the uncertain. This is your distant future, so something you are still struggling with, but something that you can ultimately overcome by trusting in the light of the moon and trusting in the process, you know? Trust the process. It's always the way. So we have the King of Swords right here. This is your outcome card. The outcome of everything we see right now. Show you it one more time, because we have already seen this card. I've pulled this card before. The King of Swords. You do love your swords, don't you, Coco? King of Swords. It's... When you have this card in a reading, it means that you have to remain objective in your current situation. You have to establish truth by sticking to facts. It's about intellectual power and implies that you need to use your intellect to make your point your own. Attain your goals through that. Besides your experience and education, you should be sharp and observant, so that you can see more deeply into problems that may come your way. It also shows that you might need to be stern in your role while ensuring that you have clarity of mind at all times. If you judge a situation, you need to consider all the possible consequences to make an appropriate judgment. I.e., you're going to have to become a devil's advocate. Which, if you need any help with that, let me know, because I'm one of those. You might take time. Sorry. You might need to take some time to reason with other people, and also to be very candid with your observations that you've made, you know, in order to argue your points. This one tells me that you need to kind of stand your ground and plant your roots and be very firm about it and be very like, this is who I am, and I'm going to succeed and I'm going to thrive, and I'm not going to let anyone stop me do that. So yeah, this is a fighter card. This is a strength card, basically. Speaking of strength, the bottom of the deck is strength. But it is reversed. Appreciate the tree pun. Thank you. Anything for my tree. So, Strength is a major arcana, which means it's quite a powerful card. You know, it's worth noting that major arcanas tend to have a lot more power with them. You know. This is reversed. This card, by the way, the bottom of the deck, is a card that symbolizes an issue that permeates throughout the whole of your journey. Everything, you know? The upside down strength card can mean that you're experiencing either intense anger or fear in your life. You seem to be lacking inner strength that this card normally represents, meaning you might be experiencing fear and a lack of conviction and confidence in your own abilities. This can mean that you've forgotten all about your passions and the kind of joy, happiness, and fulfillment that came along with doing what you love. A reverse strength card in a reading might also mean that one is experiencing depression because of a number of reasons, and because of that, it's draining all the happiness from their lives. One might end up being withdrawn from society because of the unhappiness or depression, since they feel people are the reason why they're so sad. It can also be a sign of jealousy, especially when everyone seems to be happy or excelling in every aspect of life while you're stagnating. This card indicates you must learn to gain confidence in order to reharness your inner strength. So again, I feel like this whole reading is very much you need to stand up for yourself, let go of your burdens, and lock in so that you can secure your success, your joy, your happiness. I feel like that is what the cards are telling you. And I'm sorry if that got a little bit too real there. Youch. Yeah, the bottom of the deck was like, oh, you just wait. These cards are going to be so fine for you, and then I'm going to come in with a right hook. Sorry. Yeah. So, I think take care of yourself. Value yourself. And make sure that you are letting go of anything that is becoming an obstacle for you emotionally, okay? This was a lot of unresolved issues, not letting go of things, getting in the way of yourself, you know? And I think that's why this is your underlying issue, much to reflect on, yeah. Don't worry, the VOD will be available if you need to come back to it. Definitely. And I'm always available to chat about it as well. You can hop into the cunt chat. That was a very heavy reading. Goodness me. But it was a very fun reading nonetheless, you know. As personal as it got for you. Sorry, Coco. So, I want to say much love. Indeed. I want to say thank you to everyone. This was my first ever Handcam, and I managed to make it work. It's not great because it like wobbles a lot and it's not a secure Handcam situation. I want a proper rig. But for now, this kind of works. But it also means I won't be able to do cooking stuff because I can't hook this up in my kitchen. It won't work. I don't know how I'm going to do cooking stuff. I'm going to have to figure that out. And I think tomorrow or the day after, I'm moving my entire desk because, you know, I said I was going to clean my room. I cleaned my room with my friend Richard. He came around, helped me clean, and everything is cleaner now. We also moved my bed a bit more because my bed is leather. I can't touch my bed, so he moved it for me. Leather is one of my no-no sensory things. You know no-no sensory things? Where if you touch it, your entire brain does a 404 error message? Leather is mine. And unfortunately, I have an upholstered bed that's completely leather. So, hopefully I'll be able to get rid of the bed soon. Now that I've moved the bed and everything's clean, I fully intend to get rid of my bed and get a new one. If I get a new one, I will take a picture of it as well. Because it's going to be a canopy bed. I want a canopy bed. I want one. Canopy beds are just so cute. You can put like cute little curtains over them. It's easier to hook up chains, and you know, you could just fit some more fairy lights on them and things like that. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. I feel really good today because my home is clean. My desk isn't quite there, but we didn't touch my desk because we were too busy cleaning the rest of the room. I fully intend to clean my desk today after stream. I'm gonna do a little clean. It's not that bad, but it'll only take me like 10 minutes. This was very impromptu, and I'm glad that the Handcam kind of worked. And it was really fun to do tarot for you guys because I had the energy to do it, so why not, you know? Let's say goodbye to the Handcam. Bye-bye. Okay. I also want to say thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you for letting me read your tarot as well. I know it's not always easy to have your tarot be read because sometimes it can get too real and very overwhelming. To anyone who by Handcam. I know that it can be overwhelming, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who let me read their tarot. That was really kind of you. Thank you. We're gonna raid out, so, you know, let's get the raid message ready. Just so they know where you're coming from. We are gonna go to who are we gonna raid? There aren't many people to raid, are there? Let me see. Let me see. Who are we raiding? That's a really good question. I think we might raid Lexi. She's playing Baldur's Gate. So that's no problem. Thank you, Lex. Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's raid Lexi. Everyone take care of yourselves. Make sure to eat, drink, everything. I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for being here. I hope to do more handcams in the future. And of course, bye-bye.